everyone, how are you doing? It's me, I'm back. How is the audio? Please give us a shout out. Hey Elizabeth Lucy, good morning to you, my lovely. I hope you had a restful night's sleep. I slept well last night because I was back in my own bed. Plus it was a bit of a long day traveling. Who else do we have? I'm just chatting while I figure out if the audio is working well. Everyone give me a thumbs up. Hi Gabby, how are ya? Audio is good. Woohoo, that's what I want to hear. I'm back, you guys. I missed you. Did you miss me? Please say you did anyway. Tally's here too. Hey Tally girl. Bunny, yay. I have been in Scotland, so Heffy Doodle's been a bit quiet, but I have been posting some things over on Hungry Heffy Crafts Instagram. Nothing really crafty, just family fun really, and we had a really good time, which was good. And I bought some crafty bits on my journey, so I wanted to share with you guys. Scotland looked awesome, says Elizabeth Lucy. Yes, it was. We had great fun at the wedding, and then we took the car up to the north of Scotland to visit Craig's family, and Uncle Jimmy has a boat, so we were out in the boat a lot. I loved it. It was great. Hey Lizzie, I thought you were going live any minute, my darling. Gabby's here and Amanda, hello. So yes, no, was it yesterday, the day before? Anyway, we're in Inverness and we picked up a few bits and pieces. Oh no, I've just realized something. Oh no, it's fine. That's fine. I bought a couple of things in Glasgow, and then I thought for a second that I'd left my Copic marker in Inverness, but I think I know where it is. Yes, Craig, you have permission to go and relax. Per Craig, he's been like desperate to just sit down, relax, and play a game. Let me show you what I bought then. So, first of all, I'll show you this because I thought it was really fun. In Glasgow, I used to work in Glasgow. I used to work in an art shop called Miller's Art Shop, and I worked down in the craft department, and that's pretty much where my passion came from, and I haven't been there in ages, so I really wanted to go. We went to Glasgow pretty much on one errand, just to go to the art shop. And I went in, and just as I walked in, one of the guys who was there when I worked there, John, was there, and I was like, hi, do you remember me? And he was like, yeah, oh yeah. And I was like, it's Lesley. And I had to tell him my maiden name because it was before I was married, and we were chatting. He says, what are you doing with yourself? And I went, well, actually, I've just started a craft company designing my own stamps and dies. And he was like, I am not surprised in the least. Anyway, so in that art and craft shop, they had these gorgeous little sketch pads, and they have the foiling on the front that says Miller's Art. And to be honest, I bought it more for a keepsake than anything else, but I just couldn't help myself. I thought it was absolutely beautiful. I love the foiling, and I love that it's hardback, so I bought that. Hey everyone, who else do we have? Rose. Yes, Scotland is amazing. I'm sure I'll tell you more about that in a little bit. Also in Glasgow though, there's a new art store. Well, I say art store, that's more of a habit. There used to be a shop called the Art Store, but apparently it's closed. But now on Queen Street there is this art shop called Cass Art. Have any of you guys heard of it? So if you like the artsy side of things, arty, you should check these guys out because they had this beautiful store, and it was like on 2 levels, and it was so much space and everything was so beautifully arranged, and they have their own range of things. And I bought some watercolor paper smooth, so it's a bit like hot press paper, hot press watercolor paper, and it is just, it's beautiful. And I've been wanting to pick some up, but it's quite expensive watercolor paper, so it's 300 GSM as well, so it's thick. But yeah, I was really pleased. I mean, it's £8 and it's only 12 sheets, but it's thick, and it's going to be great for both watercoloring and for making cards. So I'm really pleased with that. Also some other little purchases, not a lot of exciting things, but well, I think it's exciting. Some adhesive pearls. I've got some white, which come in a multicolored size, 2 black ones. These are more like enamel dots. And then 2 gold sizes, which I thought were really sweet. So this is Paper Mania. These are Creative Expressions, and these ones are Hunky Dory. I thought they were cool. I picked up some double-sided tape. I'd never heard of this company before. Part of the reason is that I don't really often get into craft stores. I'll buy online. And this was in Howden's Garden Centre in Inverness, Ucraft. So I picked it up because you always need tape and things. Seems quite sticky. We'll see how well that holds up. Oh, Lizzie had her live last night. Yay! And these are micro dots. So I think this is the sheet. Yeah. So they're teeny weeny, weeny, weeny. I've had these before. I haven't had them in a while, mind you. And these are great if you have something which is really fine. Can't even get it off. You won't be able to see it probably because they're super fine. But if you have like a flourish or something and it's really hard to get glue into it, you can put it in and give it a rub. Pick them up. All good in the hood. Just take a little drink there. A couple of other things as well in that same shop. I bought this, which I have a couple of woodware stamps and they hold up quite well. So this was $2.99 and I thought that it was quite good cling power, as I call it. And I thought that the bold messages were really, really nice. I liked the hello and the hugs, and even the birthday I thought was really good. I'm not so big you and things. And I was like, what is this? I don't understand. And I realized it's like hugs and kisses. Silly me. But couldn't pass up a bargain stamp set. And I got 3 little notebooks, and these were just bought in Home Bargains, and I got really excited because can you see that there? I thought this one gridded because you can see the lines here and here. So I thought this one's gridded and these 2 are plain, which really excited me because I like to have a little one that goes into my handbag so I can doodle my inspirations on it. And when I opened it up, it's got lines, which was a big bummer. But this one's gridded, which I like. And this one is dotted, which I actually really like. So I'm happy with that. Happy days. And I didn't pick these up on my journey, but they were waiting for me. And there is an upcoming collaboration between Newton's Nuke, sorry, I can't say it, and Chibitronic. So I'm going to be creating with some of these fun stamps, and I had to go for the Paris-y one, the France one. I thought it's so cute, it's adorable. And then the flying by one, I thought that was so sweet. So Maria, my craft way to happiness, said she's having some buffering problems. Please shout if anyone else is having the same issue. And if you click on the live button, I'm hoping that that's going to fix some things. let me see if I can bring up the other screen to make things better. Had to refresh. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on, but give me a shout if it doesn't improve. Just move these things out of the way. So, also exciting, when I came back, I had a big pile of mail, big pile of letters in my mailbox, which was very exciting. And in there I had this, and this is actually something I won an Instagram giveaway. I tend to enter loads of them, but I don't remember ever winning one before, which was very exciting. And it was Lawn Fawn, and this was a giveaway from Michelle Daigle. I think that's how you say her name. So I'm going to be using some of these tonight and mixing that up with some Lawn Fawn and some Mama Elephant, and I really don't know where it's going to take me. I have an idea, guys, but I'm not sure whether it's going to pan out. But hey, I'm literally like just back. We got home really late last night. We were away. Piper and I were out all day today. Craig was like, are you going to do it? Aren't you exhausted? I'm like, I'm tired, but I really want to craft. So you're just gonna have to just wing it and it'll be grand. But I'm really excited. This is my first Lawn Fawn ink pad. So I said to Michelle that once I get hooked, which inevitably I will, I've got one. We all know that I've got full set syndrome. So now it's completely her fault that I'm going to want the whole set. And I have to blame her. Fun veggies and Heffy Doodle. Oh, I haven't actually planned to use any Heffy Doodle tonight, but we'll see where it takes me. I had pulled out this, although it looks a little bit of a mess. When I bring it over, you'll be like, what? Say what? Yay! Let's give it a go. So my idea was to have a little bunny peeking out of some layers of grass, but we will have to play it by ear, as they say. Is that an Irish saying? Play it by ear? I don't know if that is or not. Potentially. Right, I'm taking some of my DCP paper, and I'm going to use that today. And my large stitch rectangle, and I'm going to cut out a whole load of stuff, I think. A couple at least. Hello from Spain. Hi Alexandra, how are you? I want to know what you guys have been up to, because I have been, somebody mentioned dolphins. Elizabeth Lucy said about the dolphins. So let me tell you this. We were staying at my auntie, well, Craig's Auntie Gwen and Uncle Jimmy's house, and they have this bedroom kind of up, well, upstairs. It's a bit like in the attic, you know, like one of these converted roof bits, and they have massive windows. And literally, I look at the window and there is a 180 view of the ocean. It's just like intense. It's amazing. And we were away, and Gwen was putting Piper to bed. We were up seeing Mum and Dad, and then Gwen was telling us about all of the you know, the stories that children tell you, like, oh, I'm thirsty, oh, I've got growing pains, all this stuff. Any excuse to not go to bed. And then she was like, oh, I thought I saw a shark. So Piper saw these dolphins jumping in the water. So then the next day we were like, let's go find the dolphins. So before I continue that story, yes, Maria, of course you can ask a Heffy Doodle question. Absolutely. Hey Snow, my darling, thank you for my package. I got it when I arrived home yesterday, although I haven't had a chance to open it up yet. I'm looking forward to the weekend to dig into that. Oh, I hope your migraine goes away. I know it's hard for you to watch when there's movement and things, but we'll be sure to, oh gosh, sure to, I was just going to say mute, and then I did a really loud noise. Mute when we've got the, you know, like a heat tool or anything on. I hope it goes away soon, my dear. So yeah, so Piper said, oh, I think I saw dolphins. And so we went out the next day to see if we could find the dolphins. And what we did was we were actually going to pull up the creels, which is where you catch the lobster in. And we were doing that. And then these seals came along like the back of the boat. And I was like, wow, there's seals. Ah, so exciting. And then Uncle Jimmy was like, oh yeah, they're here. And we had pulled up some of the creels, got some lobster, got some crab, and then we were on our way back. We'd kind of forgot about the dolphins a little bit. Well, I forgot about them, but our mission was pretty much complete to get the lobsters for the barbecue. And I was like, Jimmy, stop! I looked, pointed over, and I was like, the dolphins are there. And we went over, and they were literally like jumping, and there was so many of them, and they were like coming right up to the boat, and it was amazing. Amanda, yes, so my idea is that I'm going to have the bunny hidden from view, and then whenever, and we'll have lots of veggies here, and then whenever we pull up, this is going to be my slider, boop, and you'll see a bunny. So that's the idea. We'll see. So Heavy Doodle question from Maria. Did everyone get back to you after the Kickstarter finished so stamp production can start? Oh, Maria is desperate for her Heavy Doodles. I was like a woman possessed. Whenever the Kickstarter finished, I'd already got all my questionnaires or the surveys ready to go. So we were sitting in bed, we were literally like counting down the minutes, the seconds to midnight so that I could send the questionnaires. And then we sent them all out, and by the time I'd sent them all, I had like 8 questions back or something. I was, yeah, it's so exciting. So then literally every moment I could get was loading up my phone, how many more people had sent it back. So in answer to your question, no, not everybody has sent back their survey, which is really annoying. However, I wasn't going to let that stop me. We have started production, and even more excitingly, I received some dies today in the post. So I haven't got the stamps yet, but when we may even get things shipped out much sooner than expected, but I don't really want to raise people's hopes and then, you know, that doesn't work out. So I'll just I'll not make any announcements or anything, but I'm just really excited about that. Yay! Although we found out that Kickstarter, they like take ages to give you the money, which was really annoying. We hadn't quite expected it to be that long, but we managed to make it work. Just make it work, as is my motto. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple of layers of like soil and grass, but then I want a layer with some cloudies. Tally says, thank you and Snow for the DCP paper. I did a Copic scene card and found it so much better than the Nina. Yeah. She was all organized, and that darn bunny person wanted to add more. Don't worry, Bunny, you were not the only one. I had to create myself another Google document called Kickstarter exceptions, because there was actually more people than I thought that would be like, oh, can I add this bit on? Can I add that on? Or I actually just upgrade me to the full set and things, which was really lovely. So don't you worry, my dear. You are not the only one. Okie dokies. So this will be my background. Can you guys see okay? Do I need to zoom in? Oh, getting buffering. Let me message Craig. Decks apart. He will be not happy. It's in the middle of part 2. Yeah, we had a bit of a mission getting home yesterday, and he was like, I really just want to sit and have a beer. And he never drinks beer. And I was like, a beer? A beer? Did you say a beer? I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, come on, what's going on? There's a lot of buffering going on. The video stops and I get a message on my screen to say the video's interrupted, streamer stopped. Okie dokie. Okay, let me zoom. How's that? Apart from the fact my arm's in the way now. I'm going to cut this little guy. Cut him out as well. And so this one is from Stdio Katia. And I thought that would be cute to pull out. There might be some weird shadows now that I'm a bit close, so keep an eye on that. So I thought we could have like this, like this. I might actually add, I want to put like another cloud kind of coming down like this, but I want to have the stitching on the side. So I'll just cut out a piece of this thingy-majiggy. What have you guys been crafting then? Anything interesting? I am seriously going to just craft all weekend. That and package dies. And I'm also going to respond to all the mini emails that I have, because the last few days I haven't had a chance really to check in on them. So apologies to anyone who may have sent me an email in the last couple of days. Well, actually in the last week it's been pretty much me trying to work off my phone a lot of the time. But holidays are holidays, and I think it's important to have a little rest every now and again. Okie dokies. Pretty, pretty. Can you answer my question again? The buffering made it impossible to make out your answer to understand it. Yes, 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 I can answer again, no problem. I have seen your rainbow cards, Maria. They look awesome. That online card class, there seems to be quite a few people taking that rainbow maker one, and it just seems absolutely beautiful. Such an awesome class. Seems pretty amazing. Okay, let's do some of these. So in answer to your question about Heffy Doodle, not everybody actually came back to me with their surveys. So I had to leave it for a little while because some people their payment failed, and then Kickstarter gives them a certain amount of time to like fix that, I guess. So we had to wait because there was some people that hadn't, that they said that they wanted it, but the payment hadn't come through, you know. And so that was Monday when we kind of got the final list. But before that, I was just too excited. The manufacturing has started, indeed. In fact, everything's been made. Everything's been made. I have got some dies here already. You might not have caught that because of the buffering malarkey that was going on. I have some dies that are here already. There's dies on their way to the stamp manufacturer peoples. And the stamps have been made, but the time-consuming bit, guys, is actually the you know, packaging it up and, you know, putting it into their packaging, and then putting them into jiffy bags and putting all the information into the machine, because the people who are sending it out people who are sending it out use like an online thing. I don't know whether it's stamps.com or whatever, I don't know. Well, they have to enter in the information. So that takes time. And is this the one that I want for this? Oh, this is the one that I wanted for the bottom. Silly sausage. I think we're just going to go for this one anyway. I've lost track now. Concentration moment. Yes, so in answer to your question, yes, the manufacturing has started. Everything is good in the hood. We may actually get the products shipped sooner than we think, but it's hard to say because shipping is kind of unpredictable. And when we send stuff out, it could take 2 days, it could take a week, it could take 2 weeks. So we're just going to have to, we're just staying with what we've already said, which is September. But everything is going according to plans, which is nice. Real nice. Pop you there. Bunny says, just use some Brutus Monroe embossing powder, ultrafine copper. Oh, nice. I met the guy Christopher at Creativation. He's really, really nice, and he was using a lot of embossing powders and things. So I will need to check him out. So there's a embossing powder from Ranger called Liquid Platinum, and it is just amazing. So you should try that one out. It's probably very similar. Here comes Craig to see if he can fiddle any bits and pieces. We've had some buffering going on.
How many?
Quite a lot of people were saying that there was a lot of buffering. So Stampira says you just started on a design team. Amazing. Tell us what design team you're on so that we can go and follow your creative journey. I would like that a lot. Got to check you out. Donna is excited because she's watching Arsenal play. Craig and Piper went to a football match the other day up in Scotland. He actually, I think he said as a bit of a joke, Piper, we could go to the football match. And she unexpectedly went, yeah, let's do it. So then all of a sudden Craig had to take her to the match as well. I didn't know how she would react, but she seemed to have an absolute whale of a time. Happy as Larry. Not my cup of tea. Right, let's see what's going on in here. Okay, so I'm trying to do like a grass layer and then like a ground layer. That's the theory anyway. And we'll colour these in afterwards with distress inks or distress oxides, probably distress inks, because I've just not crafted in so long and the distress inks make me happy. I don't know where I'd be without this stitched rectangle die. One of these days I'm going to wear it out. You'll have to buy me a new one, Craig. Okay. Already there is like so much card happening here. Where's the big deep one? Don't know. Oh, Stamperas and Art Impressions. Amazing. I got a fun stamp from them. I won one of the competitions at Creativation. It was where you have to, they give you like a sticker to put on your jumper, and it had a number on, no, it was a lanyard actually, I think, with a sticker on it, and it had a number on it, and you had to find someone else with the same number. And just one day I saw the person and I was like, oh, we ran up and we got this stamp. There's like a stamp of people crafting. It was fun. What does it say? Your health is good or something like that? Right. Can you guys see this so far? This can go here like that. And then this is going to go underneath like this. Oops. And then we'll need my bunny. The bunny. The bunny. Whoop, I love the bunny. Oh, and we're going to need some veggie molds as well. Pick up some of these dies so they don't get lost. Still haven't managed to get myself one of those magnetic bowly things. Hey everybody. Craig's brought up the... Craig's fiddling, so I can't see your comments at the moment, but I will in a minute. Right, okay. So, like I said, my plan is to have my little bunny and he's going to pop up. But before I do that, let's get inky. And then I'll do my vegetables. Me? No, I've not tried restarting. Yes, I think some of them have definitely restarted.
No, I can try and
okay, but then we'll lose it though, won't we? Guys, we're going to try and restart. Actually, before we do that, is anybody still having buffering issues? Or is it all back on track? Stampira here says she's been having buffering issues on and off. Arr. Where's my... Before I went on holiday, I kind of left my craft room in a bit of a mess. is anyone else apart from some people having buffering issues? Is it worth
A few of them said, but
yeah, okay, we'll
having it now.
restart. I'll see. Right, so I need some green for this and some brown for that one. And we'll do that in just a minute. And Craig moves his butt. Excuse me, Craigie. Oh, sorry. I will have some peel paint and mowed lawn. And I will have some gathered twigs. Oh no, I've lost my doodah for that one. Need to find one. Ow! And some.
Not being playing games.
Pardon?
It's fixed by me coming in here not playing games all night.
Or do you think that's what's happening?
I don't think that was the main problem in the past. So, I'll just carry on and see.
Nah, not for 5 minutes or so. Okay. Well, we will leave it for now. We'll give Craig another shout if it. Shout please if it gets bad again, and we'll summon IT support. I gotta scroll back now and see all your comments. Donna's watching football. Tally's doing culprit colouring. Oh, what's kitten clouder classes? I don't know about that. I need to take a note of that. Since Craig came in, no issues. How annoying. Okay, let's crack on. Laurie's here as well. Hey Laurie, how are you? We're making a slider card. It's not called a slider card. It's called like a hidden slider card or a double-sided card or something like that. I don't remember what it's called, but you'll see in a wee minute. You'll see as it unfolds. I'm just adding some color to my grass. Oh, it's so good to craft again. I have missed it so much. I did bring some watercolors with me, and I did doodle a little with my watercolors, but don't really get a chance to do much because in the evening we get to hang out with family, which is awesome, and of course I wouldn't change it for the world. But after a while I get a bit, wow, don't know what the right word is. Just need a little bit of a creative release. Elizabeth Lucy says that she got my mail. That's okay. Busy, busy. Everybody's busy. Plus it's summer, isn't it? Well, not for you, I guess. You've all got the flu because you're cold. Winter time. If you guys haven't tried this paper, you should check it out because I'm loving it. DCP, I think it's called. I think maybe my peel paint is a little bit too dark, but we'll lighten it up when we get some spritzing on the go. I don't even need to do these bottom sections because we'll not see them. We're only going to see like the tiniest bit along the top. Ladies, I'm sorry. Oh, bless you. I know it's late for you guys, especially in Europe. Sweet dreams, my lovelies. Good night, Maria. So somebody said that they were making bookmarks. Was that you, Maria? Okay, need to add a bit more green on this one because we'll see more of this one on the front. Lovely. Can't wait to see a finished masterpiece. Elizabeth says, I'm getting my first Lawn Fawn ink cube. Ooh, what colour did you get? I got freshly cut grass, which is apt for today's project. And Ellen's the one making bookmarks. That Rainbow Maker class it just looks awesome. I can't wait to actually sit down and mooch. But before I sit down and mooch, I need to sit down and do some work, to be honest. I need to answer all my emails and things. Give this a little wipe down before I move over to my browns. And I don't know what greeting I'm going to put on this card. I'll need to have a think about that while we're crafting away. I got a 4 mini ink cube set. Ice cream parlor? Oh, I don't know if I know that one. It sounds like it would be fun though. Has it got like a strawberry pink and a brown and like a mint green, that kind of thing? That would be my guess. Blendy, blendy, blend. And I was doodling in my sketchbook. I did get to do some doodling. Some more stamp ideas in their infancy. Which is very exciting. I don't think I'm going to go down all the way on this one. Seems a bit pointless. It's part of the new Lawn Fawn raise. Oh, I haven't really looked that much yet. Although I did see a video from Nicole Spore, and she was like, oh, this is this such and such a dye. And I was like, what? I do not know of this dye. Give it to me. I can't remember what it was. But I need it. I knew straight away that I needed it. Right, let's darken this for you up. Remind me to tell you guys the drama at the airport. It's funny now, I can laugh. It was not funny yesterday. When I ink on this table, I'm very conscious of giving you guys seasickness because it shakes a bit. Oh, peachy keen, butter, minty fresh, and deep sea. Deep sea. That's not a very ice cream parlor name, but still sounds intriguing. Have you used them yet? I said I wasn't going to do it, but I couldn't leave it. Such a sausage. Now I've got brown fingers. All good. Elizabeth says, let's just say it's my birthday and Christmas present yourself. Oh dear, that sounds like an expensive one. Hey, it's my birthday soon. I keep hinting at Craig that I need some Zig clean colour real brush markers, but I'm not convinced that he's picking up my hints, even though I'm leaving them everywhere. And I'm like, oh, these are good, because I find the cheapest on Amazon. I was like, oh yeah, these ones come from Japan. Need to order these in good time, I suppose, if someone was going to want to order them for any particular reason. Right, inky business sorted almost. Put you in there. I'll just give it a little spritz. What was really good about going up north as well was that Craig's brother Mike and his wife, also called Lesley, just for fun, they were there too. So it was really good to hang out with them. And Piper got to see them. I don't want to do one of those half things. Oh, do it the old-fashioned way. I always buy my own presents too picky. Yeah, I always make sure that my Amazon has a good bundle of crafty things on it. Although I think it probably needs replenished now that I'm getting close to birthday time. I've just been too busy with Hippie Doodle. I haven't even had a chance to check out most of these new releases and things. Right, leave these out to dry. Well, it's them, some of my new Lawn Fawn, yay! Oh no, you say that they took forever to get to you, Stampira? Is that they took forever because you had to wait a week, but it felt like forever because you knew they were coming? Or they actually did take forever because it's coming from Japan? Oh dear. Here, I need to cough, so I'm just going to mute you for a second. I'm back, I'm back. I just didn't want to cough down the microphone. Right, I don't know how many of these to do, so I'll do a bunch and take it from there. Do a bunch. I'm probably going to, I want to do, let's see. Let's see. I'm kind of off screen here, but you might be able to see. So I'm thinking carrots along the back. So I'm probably going to need at least 3 carrots. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, 3 carrots. And maybe like 2 turnips over here and 2 beets over there. I don't know. Let's start with that. Ooh. And if you guys have this little stamp set. Let's see. So I need 2, kind of like 2 oranges for this because it's like layering, isn't it? What do I have? Okay, we'll start with melon. That's not orangey enough, I don't think. Orange peel and burnt orange. I have a funny feeling that these are going to stain my stamp. But I'm not that bothered about that. So this one is actually called Sunshine from Simon. And because it's a thick, solid image, I'll need to do a few stampies. Ellen says this is one of her favourite from Lawn Fawn. Ooh. See, I don't know whether I would have bought this one. Well, I haven't as yet. That kind of proves a point. I don't know whether I would have necessarily spent a lot of money on this one because I don't know. Maybe I feel like I couldn't come up with lots of variation, but then I suppose it's food and you could put it along with any of the critters and things. So I'm just really glad that I've got it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's Lawn Fawn. Everybody loves Lawn Fawn. Well, Lesley does anyway. Never have too many. Oh, this obviously, it becomes easier to stamp. Like this, the stamp is taking the ink better after a couple of smooshes. Where would I find a chamois? Where would I find a chamois? I might have to use this. Like I say, kind of left my craft room in a bit of chaos. All good. Penny Black has new Christmas stamps that are so nice. I love her stuff. I have this Penny Black. It's a mouse stamp. No, it's not. It's a hedgehog stamp, and he's holding a love heart or something like that. And it's just the sweetest thing. I don't have a lot of her stamps, but they're still fun. So, beetroot. Is this the beetroot one? This looks like a beetroot one. What colour is beetroot? Have I got a beetrooty colour? Maybe thistle? Hot Mama? Is this a beetroot colour? I'm having a memory blank. That's too light, I think. I feel like I want a bit like a seedless preserves kind of colour. Well, this might work. Although I have a funny feeling it's pinker. Pinker than you thinker. Does that look like a beetroot colour? Let's do it. What's the worst that could happen? This is just a cheap ink pad, this one, from Hobbycrafts. Ooh, I quite like the way that it's kind of got a shadow effect going on. Needs more red. What needs more red? The beetroot? Yeah, we can definitely layer them. It does have a ring dye. It's got like the lines on it. I'm trying to think. I could add actual red. Let's give it a go. Better? I think so. spot. Kind of not. So 2 beets and then turnip. So turnip is like a pale color. This is where I need to Google vegetables. How bad is that? Oh, I get the feeling maybe the beet is the small one. I'm making hybrid vegetables today. Which is which? I honestly don't know which ones these are. Does that go on that? No. Oh, it goes like that maybe? Oh gee, what is going on? I don't know my vegetables. I'm Googling it. What's this called again? Rooting for you? Rooting for you. If in doubt, ask Google. Oh, speaking of Google, we have one of those Alexa, like the Amazon Echo things. Have you seen them before? And they oh, here we go. So turnip's got like a, okay, I think maybe this is the top of my turnip. But then it'll need to be this one. Let's try that. Anyway, Amazon Echo, you can like talk to it and stuff. And on the way home yesterday, Piper was like, let's play Alexa. And we said like, Alexa, play a lullaby. And then she was like singing a lullaby and Alexa, do this, Alexa, do that. And it was just really, really funny. And then there's a thing with Alexa that you can say, Alexa, open the secret door or something like that. And it kind of tells you a little story like, oh, the door is opened. What do you want to do? Shall you turn left, go right, things like that. Anyway, she went through this big story. It was just so funny. I need a light color. I think I'm gonna have to go for distressings don't really work. Okay, I'm going to layer some lemon chiffon with a brown color. Hey Nancy, you're in New Jersey. Hey, that's cool. I saw that you were at the expo. What have you been up to? What have you seen? What fun things can you share with us? I think that's going to be too dark. Oh, that looks a bit muddy. I don't like that. Try again. I'm trying to find a colour that would be a good turnip colour. Maybe this yellow is not too bad. Maybe if I just did it once. Obviously now I need to go and find find a colour that is the perfect turnip colour. If I'm going to have this ink pad, this stamp set, I'm going to need a turnip coloured ink pad. Took some classes and spent way too much money. Yeah, I hear ya. But that's part of the fun. And then you get to come home, Have you been feeling very inspired? That's the most important thing. Elizabeth, you might need to reduce your quality settings. I don't see anything I can fix on our end. Yeah, maybe try that. Okay, orange peel. Okay, my head might get in the way here. Oh, cute. Oh, this is so fun. I don't have many layering stamp sets. I have a flower one that is Alta New. It's kind of fun. Hi Maureen, I hope that you are keeping Nancy out of trouble. She's a troublemaker, that one. I use Very Vanilla. Ooh, what's Very Vanilla? Who's that by? I think this is the beet color, and I think I need like a darker purple. What have I got? Lavender. Oh, lavender? I don't know whether that's going to be too strange. Or what else have I got? I could go for some wisteria. Lavender, wisteria. Give that a go. Oh, I've lost it. Right click to configure this window. Okay, cool. There we go, you're back. Okay, I'm going to give this a go. I don't know what it's going to be like, but as I said before, what's the worst that could happen? Actually doesn't look dark enough. I think I might need to practice this, guys. These layering stamps. That looks a bit better, I think. Yeah, these layering stamps maybe are not my strong suit. It's back to that hold your breath kind of situation. And I should probably keep them out because it's a kind of pinky purpley colour that goes on the turnip, right? Very vanilla. I'm going to write that down. Very vanilla. Thank you, my dear. Wow, you've got me pegged. Have you been talking to my husband? Nah, I think we're just all the same. We'll all get a bit carried away. Run riot. Okay, pinky purple. Pinky purple. Maybe this one. Yeah, maybe that one would work. Let's give it a go. Pigment, so I need to make sure I get it all on my stamp, and I'm going to stamp it on the dodgy one first of all to make sure that I have it. Oh, way off center, but I think the color would work. And the funny thing is, when I look at it here, it looks all right, but when I look at it on the screen, I'm like, that looks awesome. You'll have to tell me how you like the green lawn fanning. Yes. Oh, okay, head in the way. Watch out, guys. That'll do. I can never get that set layered just right. Yeah, it seems like it's a tricky one. Sometimes it's easier to do do this bit, the inside, before you do the underneath. Do layer 2 before you do layer 1, but obviously that only works with certain inks and whatever. Or you can use like a stamping tool, like put the acetate down first of all. Let me tidy up a wee bit. I really need a new ink pad storage system. I tried to move my room around. It was not successful because, like, I don't know. I just everything has a place, and it turned into like, I'll just move this thing, and then that didn't work, so I'll move that thing, and then everything was just in a pile in the middle of the floor. And I ended up with, right, I guess I actually just need a bigger craft room. Do you get foam for each colour? Yeah, pretty much. Well, I do for my distress inks. I velcro them onto the back. I do for my distress oxides. For my Simon Says Stamp Die inks, I do not, but I do have this. Oops. I've got like a little tub with some like basic coloured foam, and I try to pick out one that is somewhat the same as the colour I'm using, and do that. I would like to, but then like I'm gonna have to store all the little foam pads. And some people have like a blending tool for every colour, which is another thing. I was like, oh, I'd love for that to happen, but just think of the storage that that's going to take up. It's going to be a bit not so. Right, I need to do my carroty bits as well. I guess I better use my Lawn Fawn ink pad for this. Jane's here. Hey, Jane. We need a bigger craft room. Everyone said together, we need a bigger craft room. I know, and I always feel bad when I say that, because I know there's people that craft in their living room, and you know, I've got a big craft room here. I think part of my problem is that there's a lot of stuff in my craft room that I would quite like the texture of that, but I'll never be able to replicate it. There's a lot of things in my craft I just get rid of. I know everyone goes, sell them on your website. I might end up doing that at one stage. It just takes time. That's the only problem. So this is much darker than I expected it to be. So I will maybe use this for the inside color. And use a lighter color for the outside. Let's see. I'm just beginning, so the minis will be my first proper ink, says Elizabeth Lucy. I think the minis are like taking off completely. I have some of the big ones, but the little ones work really well as well. So if I didn't already have the big ones, I would probably just buy littles. And when I'm buying new ones, I would rather buy littles because you get more for your money, right? I think this is going to be too light now. Keep layering it. This is another one of those cheapy ones from Hobbycraft, 99p jobs. Does the trick. Do, 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 do. No, don't smash. With the mini cubes, the foams fit perfectly underneath. I have seen that, and that's another reason why I'm really interested in the minis. But then I don't have foam for, like, I haven't started that foam for every die, and if I do, hoofed. Although the company that I've been doing some like demo work for, it's a French company called Aladdin, and they do these, and they do the foam pads. Now I don't know the price of them, like comparatively. I don't know whether they are cheaper or the same price or what. They're probably not going to be more expensive, but no, don't do it, please. Ugh, you big pig. But they may be cheaper, and I have some, and I've mixed them up, and I've not noticed any difference. So I shall be keeping my eyes peeled for that. Maybe I can sweet talk them and ask them to get me some. Like, don't pay me for the workshops, just pay me in foam pads. Right, have I done 3? I've done 3. My lid is here. Okay, let's see. And this has got, oh, this one I think. Does that go in there? This stamp set takes way more like planning. Should have prepped this. Oh, that's cute. That's sweet, isn't it? That works. I keep a foam piece velcroed onto the bottom of each pad. They don't stack well, so I'm making drawer inserts for my pads. Yep. So I do the same and agree. They don't, well, for my distressings, and they don't stack as well. And so in America, not over here, because believe me, I've looked, and if you find them in the UK, you must tell me where you find them. I've looked for like a drawer insert to go into an Alex unit. I've seen Debbie Hughes put some into her drawers, but I don't think she put them in an insert. She just like stacked them in, which could work, but I don't think I want that. I think I want it in a, I want to make sure that it's easy to pull out, and it's the kind of thing that takes a bit more commitment. Right, okay, so this is a carrot. This is a carrot, this is a carrot. What is this? This is the turnip. I need to go back to my video bit. So this is the thing for the turnip, and this is the one for the beet. Gotcha. Turnip. 2 turnips, please. I'm going to smash these live on camera. It's just going to happen one day. So turnip is green as well. Let's pick a different green. Let's go for jelly bean green. And I need 2 of these. I'm getting the feeling that maybe I should have prepped these before the show. Quite a lot of inking going on. But you guys don't mind, do you? Okay. Still have to die cut all of these beasties. Glad they were lawn fawn and not something else you created. I would have had to buy that too. Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? I think, does this go with that? Nope. Must be this one then. Oof, okay. This is going to go horribly wrong, I can feel it. Oh, that worked. Yay! Happy. Happy days, happy days. And then the next one is my beet, which has got the longy bits. And look, apparently it's got pink stem and then green tops. Get another piece of paper. This is a spare one. Pink stem. Green tops. Oh no, I should do this way. So you can't see, let me move this over. I've inked up the stems. I'm just wiping the ink off where the leaves will be, leaving a little overlap so there's a bit of a blend going on. Need to move everything this way. Boop, there we go. And then I need a green leaves, and I might use my freshly cut grass for that. Freshly cut grass. I'll use the corner and bend down low so I get it on the leaves. At least mostly on the leaves. Martina's back. Oh, glad you're back. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. I'm glad I'm back too. Missed all of you crazy nutters. Oh, Alexandra. Yes, I was looking for a cassette storage thingamajiggy bob, and I've looked in like car boot sales and all sorts like that. You were very lucky if you managed to find one of them. It's like the perfect thing. So many times I'm like, oh, I know exactly what would work. I just don't have one. Oh, YouTube is buffering again. Here he comes. can hear the door slamming. Well, not slamming, but opening and closing. Or at least I thought it did. Right, we're getting there. This should be the last one. Let me get my nose down again. Back now. Okay. I don't know what it does. Okay. That looks good. I don't have to worry too much about it being smooth because we're going to put the line bits on top. Give it a wee massage there. And then I need the darker colour for this. So it's going to be like a die cut-a-thon now in a minute. Willow, do you think that'll stamp on top? I'm not sure it will. I'll try lucky again. Gonna try closing and resetting. Snow says she's watching really poor quality and it still buffers. Oh. And then Donna says she buffers in short bursts. There is no, like sometimes whenever we had some of those issues at the start, I could hear the fan going on the computer, like woo. I don't hear anything like that at the moment. And there's no errors coming up. We might have to look into experimenting with another software thing. Although part of me is like, I don't want to have to go through the pain of experimenting again. But it might be better. Right, ink pad tidy up time. Okay. Look at all these beautiful things we're going to have to cut out now. By the time we say it's buffering and Craig finds out it stopped. Yeah, he didn't even come anywhere near me this time and it stopped. It's especially frustrating because it's one of those moments where you feel rather helpless. Don't think I need those ones. Right. One. Two. 3 leaves. And 3 veg. And the long one I think is you. We'll run these all through the machine at the same time. If I can get them all on, that is. Alexander's off to work. Cheerio! Have a great day, my dear. squeeze through. So I have to tell you my drama. Oh, I forgot this one. From yesterday. We packed up and went on our way to go home. And I was just like so ready to go home. And the plan was to get up and to get going. And I thought if we go into Inverness, maybe we can go to the little crafty shop. Apparently there's a craft nearby, not that there would really be anything in the hobbycraft there that I couldn't get nearby here, I'm sure, but still, you're on holiday, so you're expected to spend money, so that's always good. And then I got up and kind of got ready to go. And Craig was like, I really don't feel well. And I was like, okay. So he was feeling, I guess it's called mal de débarquement, which is like whenever you've been out on a boat or on a cruise or something, and then you come off the cruise, but your body is kind of still thinks that you're on a boat. So he was feeling seasick, kind of, even though he wasn't on the sea. And I was like, okay, well, we're just going to have to wait around and see how you feel. And I was like kind of impatient, but just sucking it up. And I just climbed under a duvet, watched Netflix, and waited for him to feel better. So eventually we were on our way, and I was like, yay! But before that, we got a message, good old Google, saying your flight has been done. So Inverness Airport has nothing in it. There's like a coffee shop, and that's pretty much the excitement. So we weren't really in a big rush because we knew that it was already delayed. So we got some lunch on the way. We went to some of the shops at the retail park, and we were pretty much just wasting time because the alternative was to go to oh no, I've just looked up and it says don't start a story at Buffers. Oh no. Okay, are you back? Are you back? Are you back? I need to know if you're back. If I'm buffering or I'm not buffering. Before I continue with my story. How are we doing? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Put these over here so that I know where they are. I think we're good. Okay, Lisa's back. Kind of fun to make up the bits that you're missing. Craig was ill. Yes, Craig was ill. Seasick, car, shops. Okay, yeah, we're good. So we grabbed some lunch. Flight delayed. So we're totally wasting time so that we don't have to sit in an airport which, might I add, when we got to yesterday, Piper went, that's an airport. I was like, yes, honey, that's an airport. I know it's smaller than your school type of thing. And we were just killing time. And I went into some clothes shops, tried on some stuff. Flight's delayed by longer. And we're like, oh, okay. Hire car, we phoned them and they're like, yeah, you can keep it for an extra bit. Right, cool. So eventually we're like, oh, we'll just make our way there, and we arrive plenty of time, like 2 hours before the flight is now scheduled to go. And I'm going to cut this one because I think he can go in my packet. Keep him for later. We go, and it says the check-in, the bag drop is closed. And Craig went off to investigate, and as it turns out that even if your flight is delayed, the bag drop still closes at whatever time, 45 minutes, an hour or something before what the scheduled flight time is. So they were like, I'm really sorry, but you can't check in any bags. I'm like, what? We had 2 suitcases. We were here for 2 weeks. Craig had his kilt. We had absolutely like everything. And they were like, I'm really sorry, but we can't check in any bags. But the flight's not gone. And they're like, it doesn't matter. We can't check in any bags. The check-in is closed. This is policy. Of course, you know, they say all the helpful things like it's on the terms and conditions. So our flight wasn't taking off for like 2 hours, but we weren't able to check in our bags. So then they were like, well, you need to get through security, but then like by past, whatever. And what you can do is take some stuff into like a cabin luggage. We already had like 3 cabin bags, my handbag, Craig's backpack and stuff. We were just like, this, are you kidding? So in the end, we had to go and buy a cabin bag, which was just this like Hessian kind of thing. And we had to try and take everything we could out of our suitcases and pack it into these bags. We had to repack everything. We were told that if we go to one of the like news agents, they had a plastic bag which was classed as an airport bag, so you could it was like a bag for life thing, so you could put as much as you want into one of them. And because it was 3 of us, we could take 3 of them, and we had to repack everything. And whilst I'm beating the clock, trying to beat the clock anyway, and it was just an absolute nightmare. I'm like putting jumpers on me and like as much as I could wear, and then it was too hot. I was like, I think I'm going to be sick because it's too hot. It was an absolute nightmare. We were like, well, how much is it just to, like, when's the next flight? No more flights today. What about tomorrow? It's going to be like hundreds and hundreds of pounds to go tomorrow. My God, gee whiz, this is just not so. So we had to call Dad and be like, you need to come and help us. So he came, took away the bag. It was just all sorts of chaos. It was horrible, quite frankly. But we got home and everything was all right. Right. How is this all turning out? Is it too busy? That's not the right one. Oh no, what? Where's my thing gone to? Oh, there's. It says, you feel like you're still on the boat. Yeah, he has that. To me, it looks like you're doing a magic trick with a die. 1 second, it's not cut. The next second, it's all cut out. That's fun. I wish I could do magic like that. Just clip my fingers and they're all die cut. Although I think that's probably what happens with the brother scan cut, eh? Amanda, you said that you messaged me on Kickstarter. If I haven't replied as yet, it's because we're literally just home from holiday and I have a few people that I need to get back to. Eep, fun! I might actually leave a little gap. Shall I not? I don't know. Okay. I haven't done a bunny yet. Let's do him. You can, of course, send me the message now or ask me what your, tell me whatever your question was, and I can try and answer it now if it was a question. Where is my doodah? I'm just looking for a small piece of this cardstock so that I don't have to cut into a big piece anymore. Right, so this is the Page Huggers stamp from Mama Elephant. Oh, somebody asked a little while ago, what was the thing that I was using to clean the stamp? It is the Hampton Art Stamp Scrubber Cleaning Pad. And I don't really know how to describe it. There's a layer of like thick foam, not even really squishy, really dense. And then there's like masses of fibers. And it's one of those ones where you go this way and it's all smooth, and you go that way and you're against the fibers, and it's like, so it's quite good actually. Stampy. Oh, you guys missed the end of the story. Oh, this buffering is bothersome. The end of the story, well, actually, I didn't even get to the end of the story because there was so much more than that. We had to repack everything into 3 cabin bags and 3 plastic bags. And we had to phone Craig's dad, who luckily was closer than, because they live over an hour away. So he was actually a bit closer because we only had an hour. And we're like, are you going to get here so you can come and pick up the big suitcase? So luckily he managed to get there. But I was like, I'm going to have to go through with Piper. And I didn't think Craig was going to make it, to be honest. So we got on the plane. We got through security, and then we're like waiting, and of course there's like queues and queues because people, even though it's like allocated seats, I don't know why in Britain people queue. Excuse me, it feels like it's like they think that the plane's going to take off without them, which is just nuts. So they're queuing, and they're taking up like all the room in the aisle, and we're trying to get past because we've got a kid, and I'm just wearing far too much stuff because the more I wear, the less I have to carry. And Piper's tired, and I'm hungry. And then the people were like, you know, at the gate, like, how much hand luggage have you got here? And we're like, we've had a really tough time, please take pity on us. The woman said that we could take these on. Who said that? The lady. What lady? The lady. So we get on, and we think, oh, hilarious, like finally we'll be able to sit down. And then the woman, the air hostess lady, what's the word, flight attendant, was like, are you guys all in this row? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I'm sorry, but this seat is broken. Okay, one of you are gonna have to come up here. So Craig says, you go, I'll sit with Piper. I said, okay, fine. So I went up, and the lady says, yeah, you can sit anywhere. You've got the whole row here. If I've got the whole row, then why don't they come with me? Oh, I don't know, I'll go and see. So she went down to check, and then as she was checking, this person came and was like, I'm in this seat. And I'm like, oh, sorry. And then I moved over, and then someone else was like, I'm in this seat. I'm like, I'm really sorry. Moving again. Like, they moved me here. I'm sorry. And eventually, I moved over to the other side of the plane, and I sat down, and then this man and woman said that they were sitting there. And I was like, where do you want to sit? Because you've paid for your seats. I haven't. Like, I've been moved here. So you sit wherever you guys want to sit. And then the man was like, well, I'll sit at the window then. And then he's like, well, I'll sit at the aisle then. I was like, okay. So I'm sandwiched between these two people, and they're like talking over me the whole time. And I was like, I've had enough of this. I'm hungry. And the woman was like, you can't keep your bag here. So she took it away, and she put it on the cabin, like on the overhead locker, halfway down the plane. Guys, you would not like to have seen me yesterday. I was feeling grumpy. So grumpy. Where is my... Is this you? Yes, it is. Anyway, nobody got hurt. We got home and it was okay. We could forget all about it. This is, oh, I feel so bad for you guys. Did they get it on the plane? It's like a cliffhanger. I have to stop telling stories, obviously, because that must be the trigger for the buffering malarkey. What happened when you had to switch seats? Okay, hold on. I need to cough again. One sec. Okay, so what happened when I had to switch seats? So I don't know which part we got up to, but the I got moved up to an aisle, like aisle 11 or something, and they said, oh, you can sit anywhere. You've got like the whole side, like either sit this side or that side. You've got the whole thing to yourself. I was like, well, if I've got like 6 seats to myself, why can't they come up and sit beside me? She was like, oh, maybe. And she ran off to go and see if that was a possibility. And I was just getting settled. And this woman came up and was like, this is my seat. I was like, oh, really sorry. They moved me here, you know. And then she was just getting sorted, and I was like, okay, I'll just sit here. And then someone came along and was like, this is my seat. I was like, oh, okay. So I moved to the other side of the plane, and once again sat down getting sorted. Bear in mind, I've got a whole lot of junk with me because I couldn't check anything in. Night tally. And then we this man and woman came along and said that that was their seats. And I was like, oh, okay. And they're like, oh, no, you can sit there. And I was like, no, no, no. You sit wherever you want to sit because you have paid for your seat. I've just been placed here, so I really don't care where I sit, type of thing. And they were like, oh, okay. So the man decides that he wants to sit beside the window, and the woman decides that she wants to sit by the aisle. So I'm in the middle, but then they're like having conversations the whole way home, like over me, which is delightful. And then the lady, the flight attendant, said that I couldn't have my bag down at my feet because it was too big. So she took it away and moved it down on one of the overhead lockers away, far away, and I didn't know where it was. And which meant that my wallet was in there, so I couldn't even get out and find my thing to get some food, and I was so hungry. And yeah, it was just horrible, and it was too hot because I had too many layers on, and I was grumping, and it was not pleasant. But as I said, nobody got hurt, and everything worked out. So I can't really complain that much. Right, I'm going to stick this bit here onto here so that I can handle it a bit better. Thank you, Donna. Donna says she'd be grumpy after a fight like that. Yeah. So the part of the fun, ironic fun, is that we did it in such a hurry that I have no idea what we left and no idea what we managed to take. And we did it in such a panic that like whenever we got to the part where they're like, do you have any liquids? And I'm like, I am sure there is liquids absolutely everywhere. And Piper's got that many prescription stuff. I was like, oh, I have no idea. This is just a nightmare. But we managed to get through, like I said. Be fine. I have managed to overshoot my sticky. That's fine. Okay, we are cooking on gas. Here we go. Right, so this is here. And this is the most important layer, because this is what's going to help me move this up and down. And what I need to do is make sure that this is the highest layer. So I need to make sure that I don't, oh no, I don't need to worry about that actually. So I need to cut some groovy babies. I'll use my slide on overs. I need to cut 2 grooves into this cloud doodah. I might make do with one actually. It may work. We'll see. Let's measure the midway point first of all. Got vegetables everywhere now. It was definitely a relief to get home. Although, in saying that, it was so late and we had to get Piper to bed, and we got home and Craig. I was like, Craig, you want to watch Game of Thrones? I was like, already past midnight. Yeah, yeah, kind of do. Okay, let's put this here and hope that it's going to be somewhat straight. I kind of want to do 2, but I don't know whether I'm going to get them straight enough. It slides better if you've got 2. It doesn't jerk about as much. Okay, let's just do it. I've come this far. Okay, so I'm only going to cut through the clouds. One. Line that up again. And 2. We can't get our Apple TV to work anymore with Netflix. Oh no, that's rubbish. We also had a bit of a drama on holiday with streaming devices. Well, streaming services, should I say. We bought the Now TV thing so that we could watch Game of Thrones. And so we bought it, but we had it before. So by the time we logged in, it already had like devices registered, like old devices. and it was like, boom, you have got, like, you've already registered all your devices because you're only allowed so many. And of course, when we had the Now TV subscription before, we had like our old phone, we had our old laptops and stuff. So it was like, yep, you cannot add any more devices until the 1st of September. And I'm like, we've literally just paid you money to reliven our subscription thing, and you've telling us that we can't watch it. And moreover, whenever you go into like Game of Thrones, it says that it's available for like 12 days or something. We were like, okay, I need to speak to someone. But give them their dues. Once I spoke to them on like a live chat and was like, this is unacceptable, then they were fine. They were like, okay, what we'll do is we'll reliven your thing and allow you to do device change. Yes, you will. Okay. Just putting some foamy woomy down here so that I can add this on. Need to get my good old Misty on the go for lining, my alignment tool. I've got everything everywhere. Okay. So this is going to go on here like that, okay? And this is going to go behind like this. Probably like here. And then we're going to pull it up. And can you see what I like to do actually? Is mark grooves on here, on the pop-up. And this little rat fink is going to go probably like here. And this will be like here. So you'll see a little peeky, but not much. And then whenever he pulls up, let me draw on his legs so we know where to position him. When he pops up then, so we're going to put some, we're going to put either a piece of foam, or I have my favorite things, replenishments. So we could put them there, and what that means is that it will slide up all the way to here. Well, slightly more kind of. So I've got quite a lot of room. And that will go, it's kind of hard to tell, maybe like to there. That gives me quite a lot of room here to do a little bit of stamperooning. So I need to figure out kind of soon what I want that to say. Annoyingly, I don't think I'm going to be able to see his little paws whenever I pull him up. Always time for Game of Thrones. Absolutely. I agree. Oh, I love this little bunny. I might just not have as many. That one's not a good one. Not as many as anticipated, perhaps. I might do it like cut a line in there and tuck it in. I might actually, I could maybe do, you know, the waves that you have for the water. The ones that cut little waves, these ones. Teeny weeny wavies. I could kind of do it upside down, couldn't I? Would that work, do you reckon? Let's do it. Let's do it, people. I do do not want to cut off a piece of grass though. Oh, this is so cute. This is me. I have these like stupidly big ideas most of the time. That's working. That's working. That's all right, isn't it? What does his thing look like? Is it this? No, this one. Oh, yay. And he'll be tucked behind the grass somewhat. I think. Do you think? Will that work? I get a bit squealy whenever everything starts to come together. Put you away before you get lost. He is not wanting to come. There we go. Right, what are we going to have as a greeting, my friends? I need some blue on my clouds. I'll do that in a little bit. But I don't know. Maybe I need a... Do I need a bunny greeting? My greeting's always the bit that I come to you guys for support. Don't let me down now. I have accidentally put a big pencil mark on that one. Beautiful. Okay. So let's have a look at what my greetings are in this. We're rooting for you. No. Have an update beat day. No. So what I need to remember is that we're going to be able to see to like here when it's pulled down. So I don't want anything there. So we've kind of only got this. Maybe I should just do hello. Oh, bon appetit, Bunny and Bunny's husband, who I assume is Mr. Bunny. That's the way it works, right? Okay. Maybe I'll use my new hello. Will that work? Or hugs. Hugs? Will that work? Hugs. Just there? Or hello? Hugs or hello? Hugs or hello? Which one shall we go for? I wish there was one that said like, hello bunny. Then it would have to go to Bunny Dubby, wouldn't it? Or hugs. Hugs and kisses might fit in there. Hugs, hugs, hugs. Or hello. I think I'll go for hello. Will I go for hello? Hugs. Hello. Hugs. Hugs. Hugs it is. Mr. Cottontail. I was going to call him like hair or something. Something hair, but I just couldn't get it out. I was like, yeah, no. Yeah, I don't know. Right. Well, I don't need to stamp it. I mean, I can still stamp it whenever it's secured. So let me push this down. Line it up kind of where I want it to go. And I'm going to put my replenishments here. You can just use either a teeny button or a piece of foam. But seeing as I have these, oh, I need to unclog my thingy-majig. What were the veggie sayings? We're rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. Have an upbeat day. But the problem is that there's quite a lot of words going on there, and I don't really have an awful lot of room. Holding my breath. Okay, I'm going to leave that to dry. And I will put that down, kind of giving me a bit of a guidance of where it's going to, like what area is exposed, so I can stay clear of it. I like hello, says Ellen. Hello. Just need that to dry. I might be able to stick some of my veggie molds on. Like put this on the bottom of here, things like that. I'm just being lazy now. Yeah, they don't quite seem to match. You're right, I don't think so. I think either the hello or the hugs, or else a different greeting from a different stump set. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so this is going to go up to here. So I've got this space. So we've got hello. Is there like a bunny? There was like a really cute, do you know, I don't have this stamp set, but you know the, I don't know what it's called. It's called like Hello Baby or something. I'm pretty sure there's one in there that says bunny and it's really sweet. What have I got? I obviously need to do a range of bunny heavy doodle stamps. You're the best, Hoppy. Hello, hello. Just saying hello. Just hatched. There's one that says peekaboo. That's kind of cute. Peekaboo. Honey bunny. Oh. There's one here that says some bunny loves you. That's kind of sweet. Don't think it might work. Some bunny loves you? Or should we just go for hello? I think maybe we should just go for hello. Or hello friend or something like that would be sweet. Because most of the cards I send are friend cards anyway. But now I need one that says friend. Oh, there's one here that says hello friend. The friend is sweet. Hello friend. That might work. Make it work, peekaboo. I like peekaboo. Well, the peekaboo is tiny though. That's the problem. Let me show you. Peekaboo. I could maybe put it below the hello. Hello, peekaboo. Let's add the hello anyway. Okay, and I want to add it in this sort of pinky color because it has been used a couple of places. This is harder to pick up now because I don't have my foam pad in the middle. See how well this stamps. Ooh, I might need to put my pad in. No one here would use the rooting for you one. Yeah, that's kind of niche, isn't it? We're rooting for you. I don't know. Picked up a shard of paper. It's stamped all right actually for the fact that I don't have the foam in there and the fact that I'm using really cheap ink and that it's a woodware stamp, so it's not really bad quality, but it's certainly not the best quality either. Boop, 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 boop. I really quite like that stamp, actually, that font and everything. Plus, I really like not using capital letters, which Craig will cringe. That's rude here. Elizabeth, you need to tell me what that means now. What do you mean it's rude? Rooting for you? Is it an innuendo? That's funny. Hello, friend. I like hello, friend, and offset the friend. I'm going to do it. But I'm going to move you across. Don't do it. Okay. Hello, my head's going to get in the way here. Apologies. I'm going to overlap it slightly. Okay. Boom. And I don't need you technically, but I don't want you to move either. That has moved. Okay. Rooting is rude. That's so funny. Dear Lawn Fawn, how rude. That's the funniest thing I've heard. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. Sometimes I get so carried away and I don't even look up to see if you can see what I'm doing, which is naughty. Hopefully all that moving around hasn't moved my hello. Oh, I should put my phone back in. Hello. Hello, friend. Worked. Beautiful. Now I want to know what rooting is there. Is it, you're not going to tell me, I know. Is it like an innuendo? Is it like dirty rude? Or just like, I have no idea what it could mean. All right. All right, all right. Okay, back in the corner. Hello, friend. Put you down. Beautiful. Okay. So I'm going to put in another layer of this foam just so that it's a little bit like this. There's not as much room for wibble wobble edges. You know what I mean. Okay, let's stick this bad boy down. Oh, here we go. I guess it's a bit like saying, oh dear. That's funny. Hi, Delana. I'm sorry you've come at a bit where we're talking about rude words. It's funny that you say that because we were at that craft show thing and we were talking to people from the international trade people. And they were talking about how we can help you if you want to translate your stamps into like other languages and things. And I was like, okay, well, maybe, but like I'm with puns and things, they kind of don't really work if you go into a different language. Yeah, we were talking to the people anyway, and they said that, oh, you know, just, you never know, like heffy might be a rude word in another language. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I totally never even thought of that. I don't know whether it is or not. But I also reckon that if it is, it's probably not the first time that people have accidentally used rude words in a stamp pad. Like, I'm rooting for you. How funny. Okay, I wanted to add a little bit of blue, which I should have done beforehand, but didn't. So let me cut another one of these cloud dies, and I'll use it as a mask. And add a bit of blue. At the craft store yesterday, I went in, I was like, oh yeah, they've got distress inks, and there were loads of them, and I was so chuffed. And I went and I was like, I'm gonna get my tumble glass, because tumble glass is like way running out for me. And I looked and I looked and I looked and it wasn't there. And I looked and I looked and I looked and it wasn't there. And then the woman came over and said that, oh, I don't know if it's there. And she looked, wasn't there. And it was the only one that wasn't there. But there wasn't even a space for it, which is what threw me off. Okay. Just a little blue. Not too much. And then this one is here. No, Donna is British. try to keep track of everybody. It's pretty hard though. That was another thing that completely like blew me away about Heffy Doodle, that there's so many like people from all over the place. Quite a lot in Australia, and we had Netherlands, Norway, Belgium, Denmark, Japan, Singapore, Yemen. How awesome is that? Oh, and I don't think I actually, because I'm not, I feel like I've not been speaking to you guys forever. You know, whenever you've got friends and you're like, oh, I didn't tell you this, and you get all excited about it. Well, I didn't tell you, you might have seen, but did you see, that, oh, look what I've just done. That is super annoying. Just put blue there, and I'm going to have to ink that up. I have to do it the old-fashioned way. Did you, back on track, Lizzie. Did you see that we are going to be in some retailers? Have you seen that? Heffy Doodle will be stocked on some retail stores. And did you see which ones? I am very excited. So we are going to be stocked in Butterfly Reflections ink, in Simon System, and in the UK, oh sorry, also in the US we've got Scrapping for Less, and Craft in Kentucky, which is a bricks and mortar store, which I'm really excited about as well. And we've got in the UK Love from Lizzie. Lizzie was here earlier. And also Bumbleberry Crafts, which any UK people who haven't checked out Bumbleberry Crafts, you need to go and check them out, because I had not checked them out. And whenever I looked at them, I was like, oh my gosh, you sell so many awesome things. I definitely need to purchase from you. Yeah, so I'm really, really excited. I'm pulling out an old tool, which is a Making Memories eyelet setter tool, but they came with this like add-on, which was like called Notches or something, and they have a ribbon pull shape, which is like an elongated rectangle, if you know what I mean. Yes, it was on a, I really can't remember. I'm really sorry, guys. I don't know whether it was, I think it was on a blog post. It was on a blog post. Oh, sorry. Let me mute you. I'm back. It was on a blog post and a Kickstarter update, I want to say. And I can't even remember whether I did it on Instagram. I meant to, but I don't know whether I did. But I'm so excited. It's so crazy. Like, it's just like super exciting. Too green? Perhaps too green, perhaps not wide enough. On verra. Hello, friend. That might be okay. Hello, friend. This is exciting. Just reading the blog post now. Yay. Hello, Bunny the bear. What did you have for your dinner? Was it delicious and nutritious? Right. So let's see where I want him to go, because he's next on the adhesive list, I think. Maybe this. So we could go there. You kind of have to test it both up and down. And I don't see him at all there. And when he's there, then he's out. So I could put him up a bit, like there. Still not really going to see his hands though. But it means that when I push him down, he'll be hidden. I don't think it really matters, to be honest. Let's just stick him down. Get him sorted. Chicken, chicken. All right. Did you have some beetroot and some turnip? Peekaboo, 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 peekaboo. So if I don't want this to go the whole way in, like have it there, then what I can do is put some foam along here, like that kind of thing. Although I probably don't want the foam to go to the background. Scissors, scissors. So kind of up to like 2 inches is what I'm working with here. That there, so then it, oops, in theory, once it's stuck down, it will not go much further than that. Too tall. Now I might put like a little bit across here and a little bit here. I don't know whether I'm going to need another layer on that. I think I'm just going to wing it. Now my feet are stuck. Yeah, your feet are stuck to the thing. Glossy accents, yeah. Sticking bunny's feet. Hubby would not eat either beetroot or turnip. Carrots, green bean and broccoli. Delicioso. Yeah, that totally just stuck on wonky. Phew. Hello, friend. Hello, friend. Hello, friend. Yay! Yay, 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 yay. And the rest, my dears, is all just sticking on. Glue dots, what are you? Not the 3 mil. 6 mil, yeah. Right, let's stick this on. Might need a little bit of foam behind this one, but I'll need probably 2 layers to stand it up. I love it. Oh, I'm so glad that you like it. I made a card like this so long ago. It seems like an absolute age ago. And it was like a top hat. And then in the middle, the bunny came up. And it was so fun. I really loved it. I think I give it to our friend Clive. Oh. Probably should have stuck this down before I... Okay, calm down, Mr. Carrot. And this one doesn't, these ones don't need to be layered up with foam. They can just be stuck down. I think I got enough foam going on here. My little bin is overflowing with release paper. There we go. And I wanted another carrot along here, didn't I? And maybe one in the middle at a jaunty angle. Because I think I did do 3, didn't I? 3 carrots. This is why I love like mixing and matching stamps so much. Stamp sets, should I say. Because I just think it's so fun. And I think like, there it is. There's just, I don't know, you just get so much more out of your stamps, and why not? Whenever we, I've talked to Craig about this, but whenever we get to do like a design team, what I'd really like to do is like people in the design team can kind of like mix and match stuff. And Craig's like, oh, I don't know whether that would, like, for example, if I was making a card and it was to, for all intents and purposes, promote Heffy Doodle, if it had like a Mama Elephant stamp on it or something, then would Mama Elephant, maybe they wouldn't like that idea, maybe they wouldn't like it. But I don't know, because I think that we are you know, as an industry, there's room for so many people, there's room for everyone. And as much as I'm promoting Heffy Doodle, then, you know, I can promote other people too. I don't know. Jury's still out on that one. It is so much fun. You're right, it is so much fun. Oh, look at these. They're so cute when they're little. Sorry. Getting carried away again. Nearly done. It's so exciting. It's like, what did you call him from A-Team? Hannibal, wasn't it? You're like, I love it when a plan comes together. It's the best. Get in that corner. Oh, it's so lovely. No, I always forget which one was which. That one was that one, right? Or was it that one? Google. Here we go. The beetroot has a long legs. Most of us back. Oh, here we go. I'm wondering if Heffy is a rude word in other countries. Maybe. I don't know what doodle means when it's rude. If Heffy is a rude word somewhere else and doodle is a rude word somewhere else, just think of the traffic I'm going to get. I think the more the merrier as well. And I think that very often then it means that, you know, if I mix and match, let's say Lawn Fawn and Mama Elephant, then you guys are going to get to see a card that shows you how you can use both of them together. But you're not going to see that from either a Mama Elephant design team member or a Lawn Fawn design team member, because they don't mix and match, probably because that's the rules that they have, which is fine. Oopsies. Glue dot central. It's like Denise when she made that pop-up bear card, like the box card with all the Copic markers. She was like, I've never used so many glue dots in my life. In Australia, doodle is what little boys call their private part. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Oh dear. Okay. So, my only problem about this card is that it looks really bare when I don't have a bunny. Do you think I need to put the pole here? Nah, I think people will understand. I do think I might need to cut these down though, but I'm going to tie some string around it first of all. Pinky purple string, I think. Doodle's what they call their private parts. Oh dear. I think people will use words for something rude if they're inclined that way. Lots of everyday words can be bad. That's true. Yeah. I don't think I will lose any sleep over it anyway. Come on. All right, holding my breath again. Might need an explicit warning on this one. Oh, you're probably right. We haven't said any, oh, maybe we have. Oh, well. We are nearly there. I'm contemplating putting a button on this because I don't know when to stop. And also it's been such a long time since I've played with my buttons. I have so many of them. That one looks kind of cute. Now I feel like my twine's the wrong colour. Ah, Lesley. I'm starting to fade. So my jet lag from my 1 hour flight that took me all day to get to. The biggest annoyance is that I now don't have a large suitcase because we have two and both of them we had with us. So I now don't, like, I'm going to have to, I'll put that in the wrong one, silly sausage. Because I'm flying to America in like 3 weeks. But from what we left, it actually, I don't think we have very many things left in Scotland that we absolutely need. There's stuff like moisturiser that I can just buy new ones. And then Craig's kilt which was the heaviest thing, but unless we're actually going to a wedding, which we don't have any other ones planned for a few months, so. So, we'll get sorted. Buy a bright coloured one. So we have a grey one, which is Craig friendly. And then we have like a purple one. It's like I was going to say avocado. That's not the right word. What is the word? Aubergine. It's like an aubergine coloured one, which was an acceptable bright colour. And I used to have a little pink one, which I loved, but then on the flight, on one of the flights, they killed it. You know, whenever they abuse it. But they replaced it with a black one, so I can't really complain. Yeah, so I might get a bright coloured one. I might just get rid of those tails now. Hello. Or another quick trip to Scotland. Yes, it's funny because actually the flight, we flew to Glasgow, and for the three of us it was like 250 quid or something. And then we took the car to Inverness, and then we flew home from Inverness. And the flight home from Inverness was actually, for the 3 of us and 2 bags, was actually something like £22. But of course, whenever we were like, let's just book another flight, they were like, well, you can book the next one, but it's going to cost you like hundreds and hundreds of pounds. But yes, we can keep an eye out and go up and get it or courier it down. But okay, so guys, here we go. Hello, friend, which I love like this, but I think it's missing something when we do this. Maybe I need something. Ideas, please. Aubergine is eggplant. Yep. And also I was telling Piper that what's the word? I can't even think. That courgette is a zucchini. She didn't believe me. She was like, Mom, that's not the word. Like, yes, it is. Zucchini. It's much better than courgette. A bird in the clouds. Yeah, maybe. I need to do like here or here. Let me see what I can do. Birdie, 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 birdies. Or maybe like a bird down here so it's not as obvious. Maybe they're like, oh, that's the main thing. There's a little birdie. He is so cute, man. Or, oh, where's the ones with things? Let's see. Oh, Lawn Fawn, where are you? These ones are cute because you could have like 3 little birdies, like one in the sky and then some down here, couldn't you? And then there'll be like supporting birdies. Let's do that. I totally meant to stick that down underneath so that it had the doodah, but I don't need it. It's all good. You were thinking like an upside down W. I'm just going to experiment with these because I need my foaming. I can stamp them, and if they don't work, then they don't work. I think it just needs a little extra critter. That's my problem. I'm all about the critters. There's just not enough animal here, is my problem. Because then I think it's more of a surprise. Because people think, oh, those cute little birds are the main event. And then you're like, boom. No, it's not. It's a bunny. A surprise bunny. I think maybe I'm getting tired and carried away. Anyway. Boom, dookie, boom. I don't think I've ever used these guys. For shame. Shame on me. Oops. Head on the camera again. I've been brainstorming about the Chibitronics and Newton's Nuke. I've got a couple of ideas floating around, or flying around I should say, because one of them has got a little cute little airplane on it. And I think I shared the card with you guys a little while ago, the one for Stdio Katia. And that collaboration is coming up, I think it's next week. So keep an eye out for some inspiration surrounding Stdio Katia and Chibi Trunks. They are cute birdies though, right? You have to admit. I'm going to have a, but what color to do it situation now. So the trick is you want it to actually look good whenever it's blank, whenever it's like this, but you also want it to look good when it does this. I think it's cute. Where do you get this masking tape stuff? Yeah, it's just post-it tape I bought on eBay. It's £1. Cheapest chips. No. Bought some sheets, but it was pricey. I've done that, and it's, I mean, you need this sheet if you want to like mask a whole area, but this is great, and it's so cheap. Way cheap. I bought them on eBay, so they come from China, so like the other bits and pieces, they're going to take a little while for, you know, to get here. But right, so I'm going to add these birds. I don't know what color to do them. Looks like they're after the veggies. Yeah, that's what I thought. They're like, hey, come on down. This is like, there's loads of worms in here and everything. Nom 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 nom. Maybe I'll do them a light blue. Oh, Copics, where are you? Probably won't even be able to see much of the color because it's so light. I think that blends in. Red bird. No, I don't know. I think the red's going to be a bit much with my like this is it's purple, but it's a very verging on pink kind of purple. I thought this might just bring out the colour in the sky without bringing in lots of other colours. Of course, he'll need a little beak. Maybe the same colour as our carrots. We are good. How about a garden sign to left bunny? Oh, don't be giving me more ideas. We could do one of the vegetable signs. Oh no, I wanted to raise him up. I don't want to get too busy either. Cuteness. Night, Marianne. We're nearly done anyway, I reckon. We need a little bit of glaze pen for the eyes. And I think we're done. Can't move the bunny now until he's dried. This is a wee bit wobbly. That's all right. Oh, he's so cute. I like him. I'll get a card base all prepped up. I might put it on some craft cards. No, that might be a bit weird. Now the bunny has friends. Yay! My Pop Dots doesn't have all the waste stuff. What do you mean? It does. Is that what you mean? Some people pull that off. But I use it, especially if you're going to do like a square or something. Like if I cut that into, or even a rectangle, that's going to hold up a card just as much as like a strip ball. So I'm fine with that. Oh, I should watch his eyes. So here. Beeps! Yay! I shall have to bring it into Piper in the morning and see what she thinks. Beep! Oh, I love it. Right, I think I'm calling that done. Now, just tidy up time. You thought the holes were the dots? No, no, no. It's just because you're sleepy, like me. Even though you have no excuse to be sleepy because it's not near midnight with you. I tell you something, I am consistent with the length of time that it takes me to get going, isn't it? 5 to midnight now. Time for Game of Thrones? I think so. Don't you? Okay, my crafty friends, thank you for joining me and for figuring out my new stamp set with me. Even though it did require a little Googling. Google is the best for fun things. And thank you for your hint of very vanilla. I shall have to keep an eye out for that one. Get that into a stamp pocket soon. And I think I'm going to leave the rest of the morning to tidy up because I am pooped. So pooped. Right, guys, I'm going to say cheerio. Thank you so much for joining me, as always, and I will see you next week. Probably early next week we'll have a bit more update on Heffy Doodle blog for update of progress but it's all gone smoothly. No drama to report. Lots of drama with me in flights, etc., but luckily no such drama in regards to getting you guys your hefty doodle goodies. And I shall go and watch Game of Thrones now. Goodbye everyone, and I'm really sorry for the buffering issues that you had, and that every time I started a story it did it. That's super annoying. But thank you again for all the support that you give me for Heavy Doodle. Let me just click here. Oh no, that's not gonna work. Never mind. Right, cheerio then, my darling. Goodbye. Have a good one. Night night, Heavy Doodlers.